Hi ladies, and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about eyeliner, and this could get a bit in depth, so it might get divided into a couple, so we'll just see how we go. I'm sitting here with all my makeup on and no eye definition, so some amount of eyeshadow, very small amount, and you'll notice that my eyes just are disappearing in my head. So what we need to do for definition is definitely mascara, must always wear mascara, and eyeliner of some sort. So our options are a liquid liner. Now I'm not a fan of liquid liners, I used to be, but as I got older I found that the crepey eyelids weren't very forgiving, and with a liquid liner it became more apparent that they weren't an even surface. Also, once you've opened a liquid liner, it becomes thicker and stickier very quickly, so you're not getting a lot out of your product. But regardless, it really didn't work well on a more mature eyelid. Gel liners, very black, very dark, very heavy, easier to use than the liquid liner, but I still didn't feel as though it was the correct consistency or the right look for the more mature eye. So pencil liners I have discussed before. I've never found one that stays where you put it. It always ends up down here somewhere with a bit of heat. So I pushed them aside. The cake eyeliner is what I went with in the range, and the reason being is that you can make it as dark as you like, or you can make it less intense. You can make it as thick as you like, as thin as you like. You can smudge it, you can use it wet, you can use it dry. You can use it in so many different applications, and you can use it with different brushes. You can use it with a double-ended brow brush using the slanted tip. You can use a thin eyeliner brush. I've also even attempted to use it with the pencil brush, and it does work quite well. It just depends what effect you're looking for, and I'll show you how you can use the pencil brush and get a different effect. Whether I use all three in this video, we shall see. Now, the other thing you can do is, for a softer look, is using shadow, darker shadow on the eye with the pencil brush, or even with your double-ended brow brush, the slanted tip. We'll get into that. Now, the one thing I do see, and I don't know whether it's a leftover from the 70s, is the black kohl pencil all through the center of the eye, just into the waterline and just as much as you can, and in the middle of the day, and no other eye makeup, maybe a bit of mascara. Now all you see when you look at someone who's done that is two big black holes in their face, and the ladies who are wearing that probably don't realize that that's what it looks like. Yes, you've emphasized your eye, but it's not a flattering look, particularly as we get more years on us. So let's start simply by putting a darker eyeshadow on the lash line, and I'll show you using the pencil brush. This is just giving some definition for those who do not want to try using cake liners or eyeliners of any sort. It is another way of getting around it. Very subtle though, very subtle. It's also a layering effect. You can use this and then add some more liners to it to build up the intensity. That's one option. Then there's the option of using a cake eyeliner and smudging it at the lash line. as opposed to the eyeshadow. I'm just cleaning off my brush. In this instance, I'm going to take the brown cake eyeliner and I'm going to smudge it at that lash line. Might just add a tiny drop of water to my brush to make it a bit damp but not wet. And I'm going to stroke it in and up. So can you see how I'm building on the intensity of that line, starting with the eyeshadow, the powdered shadow. I'll just pop a little bit under. Just dabbing that in. Now to complete that picture, I can then take the black cake eyeliner and just press that in on the lash line, right to the lashes, and frame the eye completely. So let's do that. Now when you're using the double-ended brow brush to do that, it's much easier than using the very fine brush. What I suggest you do is get a double-sided mirror, one with the magnification on one side. So when you've positioned the mirror on the table, then put your elbow on the edge of the table, holding the brush around there. Don't go right down to it like a pencil because you won't be able to use it, so back further. Drop your head backwards and your eyelids will fall forward, and then just poke that in as you're resting the brush. You've got good stability because you're leaning on the table. Hold your face with your other hand and slightly just move that eyelid so it's a little bit taut, but don't pull it hard. And poke into the lash line. Like I'm resting on those lashes and I'm just poking it in. Now remember that little tick off to keep the eyes looking like they're going upwards, and this angle is from the edge of eye to edge of brow, so aim for that. And I won't go under, I don't think it's necessary. I think with the brown liner underneath it's enough. Just add a little bit I didn't need. But can you see now that I have this beautiful definition around my eye as opposed to this eye here? And you can exclude any of those. You can just go with the eyeshadow, you can just go with the smudged liner, you can go with just the line, but I think all three looks quite nice. Now I was going to show you how to do a smudgy line with the pencil brush, and I'm going to just get that a little bit damp as well, just damp, and I'll use the brown. And this is what I do. So lean into the table, again, nice stability. Make sure that's not too wet, just dab it on a tissue. Right. And just stroke it across. still flick off at the end. And by the time you're ready to do that, you've gone across your eye a few times, it will be quite dry and it'll just be a nice smudgy line. Now don't think we don't make mistakes, we all make mistakes, so have your cotton tips handy. No, and a little bit under. Pop your finger up high so that you don't let that go down too low. I'm going to keep that fairly high. Right. So there's a couple of options for defining the eye. You could then go ahead and put your black line if you wish. I might do that just to even myself up. Feeling a little bit lopsided, so I'll just put that black on there. So we'll top that with a little bit of mascara and curl the lashes. So ladies, there's a few solutions for you to try and get you away from the kohl pencil. I'll pop a bit of kohl in and just show you how intense that look is, and particularly in the daytime, and particularly when you're not wearing a lot of eyeshadow. I think the amount of eye definition I have presently for daytime is plenty, but I'll just give you a look at that and you can see it's really harsh. This is actually kohl as opposed to a black liner. It's not so bad when you've got some eye makeup on, but when you're wearing just kohl and just mascara, wow, that's right out there. See how that's really intensified my eye? In fact, it's just a little bit too much for the daytime, I believe. Hope that's been helpful. If I can help you in any way, please feel free to contact me. We have 3 colours in the cake eyeliner, a black, a brown and an indigo. All are very usable. I hope that's been helpful, ladies. I'm just trying to get you to understand that the definition around your eye is important. All this black is not so important. We want to try and stay away from that for the daytime. And I'll do a look for you for night. Big intense eye, big bold black line and all that sort of stuff. But for the smaller eye too, just try and stay away from putting black in there altogether, because it's not the best look. If you're wanting some help, please feel free to contact me at www.cougarcosmetics.com.au or .com. Both will take you to the website and you can contact me there through the contact form. Alternatively, you can contact me at Facebook at Cougar Cosmetics and you can private message me. And also one other thing, if you would like to join us on the Cougar Cosmetics Women's Forum, which is on Facebook. It's a forum for women to support each other in any way that we can. At the moment we're looking at menopause and we're watching some video available on YouTube from Menopause Barbie, and a lot of the ladies are just loving it, and you're welcome to interact with that as well. If you would like to do that, please simply ask to join. It's a closed group and I shall approve that for you. There are no men allowed in the group, I'm sorry. So if you would please stop asking to join, because you will not be accepted. Thanks ladies, I'll catch you again soon. Bye now.